Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to our medieval city Let's Build. I just want to start this one out by saying that I do apologize that this video is coming out a day late. Usually I release them on Saturdays, but for, just kind of life reasons and stuff, this one is coming out on a Sunday. So, yeah. Anyways, so this is going to be a part 3 of our city Let's Build, and this one is actually going to be the first one that we build some of the actual city itself. So part 1 and part 2 was of the harbor, and then part 3, this one, is going to be within the very kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, section of the city that just borders the outside of the harbor, obviously. This city is going to have at least 2 main gates, or 1 main gate that comes in from the land, and then is going to have this gate that leads down into the harbor. So, I guess technically it's 2 main gates, but this is one of the exits out of the city, if you want to call it that. And then the other one will be kind of on the very far side of this peninsula, I don't know, like where the peninsula connects to the land, obviously. Yeah. So this build here, I wanted it to be something a little bit different. So I was going to make like a big, huge building here, but I thought maybe the city should kind of dwindle down in height whenever it comes here. That way it's not that big major gap between the real tall buildings and then where the harbor sort of drops down. Yeah, I was kind of fumbling around with some ideas, and then this is the style that I decided to land on. And I seen that I'm using this deep slate, like the polished deep slate sort of border here for the roof, and that's just acacia wood, and I did not expect that combo to hit as hard as it does, but yeah, I will definitely be using that combo again, and it really does make it seem really fantasy-like. So right offhand, I absolutely have no idea what this building is going to be. I started out as like some kind of inn, and then whenever I started to do the interior, I kind of went in the direction of an inn. But, I just sort of swapped it around kind of midway, and I have no idea what it's going to be. But as you can see, I use diorite walls. So for the actual walls itself, that is diorite walls. I then go through afterwards off camera, I completely swap that around. You'll see that whenever we flop over here to another building. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't 100% sold on the diorite walls. Like, I almost think it's too much texture going on. So then I just decided to flip-flop it around, and I believe I went with wood, actually. But okay, yeah, so here we move on to the next building. I want this one to be some kind of guild. So like some kind of like group has a guild. Like I don't know what group it's going to be. I don't know if they're like good or if they're bad or whatever. But you'll see here whenever the building is done, it's a very unique sort of shape, I guess. It's not really a unique shape. I mean, it's basically a rectangle, but like it's a very unique style of building. I haven't really built any buildings like that before. I just kind of go on. I was looking for some reference images and stuff there on Google, and this is one of the ones that I found. It just kind of typed in like medieval fantasy villages or medieval fantasy buildings, and they kind of pop up, and then I build from references. And yeah, so I thought if this was like some kind of guild of some kind, like I just kind of picture like a group of like people, I don't know, sort of like Robin Hood-esque, sort of having this guild, and maybe you can go in there and get whatever. Maybe it's like some kind of secret, guild thing that they got going on, where maybe they front as like I don't even know. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, so if you guys have some kind of story or something with it, then go from there. I don't even know what I was trying to say, but yeah. But anyways, so with this like 2-step roof, I thought it would be interesting to have like the kind of 2-step roof continue onto the overhang, and I actually really like it. Again, I went with this deep slate look. Deep slate just matches well with everything. Like, I mean, here with the oak, the like stark difference makes it look great. Over there with the acacia, the difference makes it look good. It's just an all-around good block, and I don't really use it too often. I need to start using it, but yeah. So I just kind of messed around here with the flower beds and stuff. I thought for sure I could do something interesting with it. Then I just decided, we'll just make it too high and go from there. That way, all these buildings aren't on street level. I'm trying to vary them a little bit so that everything's not on street level. That way, it makes a difference. Like as you're walking, it really looks sort of like different, I suppose. I don't know. Like everything's varied, like on eye level. Like everything's not right there in your face. Some buildings are higher, some buildings are lower, like they are in real life and stuff. And this one I go through afterwards and actually put a basement in there. Like I said, I thought maybe doing like some kind of secret sort of, maybe the group that become part of this guild or the group that are part of this guild aren't exactly what they say they are. So they tell maybe the kingdom that they're these good guys, but then at the end of the day, they turn out to be like these kind of sneaking, sort of conniving people. I don't know, it's just a little bit of lore just to kind of bring the world to life there a little bit. But yeah. So you can see there in between these two buildings is where the entrance goes down into that basement. And yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I do interiors for these kind of just throughout the week whenever I have downtime, which is why I haven't been shown any. Just because it's like I get maybe 15-20 minutes, I do a little bit of the interior, then come back, and it's just not really worth it. If you guys would like to see the interiors, though, make sure you drop me a comment down below. I'll be more than glad to go through, kind of show some of the interiors. I plan on breaking this city up into, like, quarters. So, like, the first quarter, whenever we get done building it, we'll do, like, a walkthrough. And then the next quarter, we'll do a walkthrough, and then, so on and so forth. So we'll have like 5 walkthroughs at the end of this, basically. So like the harbor's technically a quarter, but I'm not really worried about that. I mean, if you guys want to see it, we can. If not, then I'm not really too worried about it. Maybe I can just blend it into the first quarter video, and we can go from there. But anyways, guys, yeah, this building turned out to be a guard post. So like throughout the city, you'll have like the city guard or whatever you want to call them, sort of walking around. They'll need a place to rest. This is going to be that building. So there's upstairs, downstairs. There's going to be, a full interior, kitchen, all that kind of stuff. Like, this is where the guards that are on duty, at least some of them, come to stay. I'm going to have another one of these guard posts somewhere scattered throughout the city, probably up on the other side of the gate. Or up on the other side of the city by the main gate. Yeah, I mean, I think it turned out pretty well. It really has like a kind of Nordic theme feel to it, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I did like it, so that's just kind of what I went with. This building here was a very, very odd one to build. I have no idea what it's supposed to be yet. I wanted it to kind of have like a little bit of a balcony to overhang where the street comes up through. And that's kind of exactly what it does. I mean, you'll see it here shortly. But I wanted to come through here and make this building, like I want all my buildings to look different. Just, to make it look like this city or the town is just kind of a hodgepodge of different building styles that have come together and you build a city out of, which is exactly what would happen, really. And with having all of my building blocks, like my entire build palette sort of vary as we go along here, you really start running into the same blocks being used over and over again. And like I said, I was trying to avoid that, and with this one, I feel like I did, and it definitely feels like a kind of neat sort of centerpiece to the rest of the building. So, the rest of the city, rather. So whenever I went through here trying to figure out how to make this thing different, I thought, well, maybe we can make it look like a desert build without it being in the desert, right? So that's kind of why I went in here with like these light collars. So like I did the birch wood, I did the strip birch, I did birch wood like for the balconies. I did birch wood pillars across there, or I guess they would really be like joists, I guess is what you'd have, like floor joists. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it turned out really well. I come in through here, I use this, what is that, Blackstone, I believe is what it's called. I always get it confused. But, yeah, it works really well, I think, with the difference with the light color wood, and like the sandstone walls. I think it really does look good. But again, I have no idea what any of these buildings are right offhand. I usually figure that out whenever I go through and do the interiors, other than the knights sort of or the guild building there, and the guild building and the guard building. None of these I have really figured out, idea of what it's supposed to be. But I think most of the time you just kind of, in Minecraft, you build a building and then you can kind of come through and figure out what it is afterwards. It's not really that big of a deal. You just sort of mess your interior around for it and stuff. But yeah, I thought this building turned out very well for just being kind of like a hodgepodge. I found out these bamboo planks up there, there's 2 different ones for the stairs, and if you mix them up, it really makes your roof have a very unique pattern. And I just realized that those are both angles. They got angles coming up there. I just put them down at random, but that's kind of neat. Yeah, so we just have a little bit here left of the video. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I definitely appreciate it. But I'll let you guys finish out here the next couple minutes on your own. And I will see you later and catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.